Meredith, would you like to finish out our round of panelists here? You can introduce yourself to start us out.
Yeah, hi. Sorry I was late. I was having some technical issues. Um, but yeah, so I'm Meredith. I'm a rising senior at Bucknell, and I also had an internship in Baltimore with Bree, not at the same place. So I actually had a interesting experience with my internship. So I was supposed to be at Pact Therapeutic Nursery working in a nursery within a homeless shelter, but then they lost their funding. And so then that kind of went down the tubes, and I was kind of in a flux position. So then I was placed at Jubilee Arts, which is where I spent the last half of the summer. And there I was just like a general arts assistant, basically. So it's a community arts program in West Baltimore, which is kind of super well known for crime and drug use. So they like help beautify the area and like work with the people living there so they can create a safe space for those and avoid the patterns of violence and drug use and put their energy towards learning and art instead of those other things. So there I was able to do more in-person work, which I was really happy about because before I wasn't doing that. Um, and I basically just like sent emails out. I called the parents of the people going to the classes. I helped set up for the classes. I assisted in some of the classes because they had like ballet classes, which I dance, so I was able to help with that. And then clean up afterwards. So then going to some of the questions we were sent, I think that everyone has a moral responsibility to address the causes and consequences of poverty by opening themselves up to others and like being able to help those in need. So I would say I don't know what the best solution is. I think like each community has its own problems and its own characteristics that like need to be supported with for these things. And some things I learned more about during this internship was just like how to deal with the adversity of things not working out. And the challenges of working in nonprofits, which I think was really prevalent in my situation specifically. So I think like dealing with the like uncertainty of this helped me realize like how the people living in these communities like they don't always know where their resources are coming from, and like that is really stressful obviously. So like because the place I was supposed to be at originally like lost their funding, so they weren't able to provide the services that they usually provide to the communities. So that like that whole community that they were working with now kind of just lost their resources of doing things. So I think that was really moving for me to see because it's so easy for that to happen. So I just think like bettering resources and making them more stable would benefit a lot of communities that we're working with. And yeah.
Thanks.